Supercell makes both Clash of Clans and Brawl Stars, but there's a third one that I do not play consistently, and that would be Clash Royale. Now I think it's been about 2 years since the last time I played Clash Royale, and in that time they've released about 1 million updates, so this game is completely different than the last time I played. But I want to go through and try and get a win with each of my 10 decks that I had built 2 or so years ago. This way, I can see how the game has changed and see if the old decks still work. So this is the first deck that I had set up. It's a Skeleton Barrel Rush, and it was a lot of fun to do back in the day. I don't know if it still works, but we're gonna find out. Now the goal of this deck is to get the Skeleton Barrel, mirror it, then immediately clone the 2 Skeleton Barrels so you have 4 on top of their towers. Now I'm a little rusty and I forgot how slow the elixir comes, so sadly I was only able to get 2 Skeleton Barrels out at first, but in response they put down a wizard, which directly counters my entire attack. Now, thank goodness we can bait out the wizard, so I still have a chance. Never mind, I threw, I'm mad now. Let's try that again. But of course, they have a Valkyrie, which directly counters me yet again. But like I said, the counter is not game over, okay? You can bait out the Valkyrie on one side, you can do your rush on the other side, and you're good. The counter is not the end of the world. But apparently it's good enough for me. So here we go, try 3. Thankfully, this guy does not counter me quite as hard as the other ones did. So I'm finally ready to do my Skeleton Barrel mirror clone. Oh, and he uses the log too early. My skeletons just demolished. Now, I want to end it with another Skeleton Barrel mirror clone. I'm going to throw down my Tesla so I can rotate, and we are finally ready. Look at them go. There's nothing he can do. I am surprised this one worked as well as it did, I'm going to be honest. Now, it's time to switch over to our second deck. For our second deck, we have an electricity themed one. We've got win conditions like Zappy and the Electro Giant. Overall though, I was just trying to have fun back then with, these rushes, the electricity theme. Never really trying to make good decks. Right here, I messed up a little bit. I put down my Electro Giant. I remember it being a lot stronger than it was. So they do manage to take out one of my towers quite easily. And after that, I'm not able to get a foothold or make a solid push. That was my last real chance to take out one of their towers. I can't rotate fast enough to zap. So sadly, I'm going to be losing this one. I really wanted to get a first try win. Let's waste no time. Let's hop right into our second match with the electricity deck. Now, this is a pretty uneventful match, although after I put down that Electro Giant, they do punish me pretty harshly over there on the left side. And I'm pretty sure they're able to take down one of my towers. Thankfully, now the left side is taken care of, I can set up a pretty solid push to my right side. Now, with that Mega Knight distracted, Zappy should absolutely shred him. I love right there how they put down their mini P.E.K.K.A. and Zappy pretty much one-shots it. Zappy's so strong. And now we are tied 1 tower, but their left tower is looking a lot worse than my right tower is. So I am feeling pretty confident about this. On to sudden death. Maybe I just need one quick push and I should be good. I'm a little stressed right now because they've got a pretty solid push. Never mind, I take it back. Their solid push has been stalled out by an Electro Dragon. And I've got that Electro Dragon moving up. That should take care of the tower. Never mind. 56, 8. Okay, if they've got 8 on their tower, I just need to rotate to my zap. Never mind. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why would I zap that? Never mind. Okay, I'm pretty sure I realized that I zapped the wrong thing, and so now I'm rotating back to my zap. No, I've got a pretty good defense. I'm not too worried about it. Even though I'm only at 170. If they had arrows, if they had, even that Goblin Bear. If I couldn't have rotated to that zap fast enough, that would have been a problem. Anyways, that was my second deck. Let's head over and check out my third deck. This one, it just looks like it's a Royal Giant deck. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Let's give it a shot. I have no clue what that is. I'm going to be completely honest. That is brand new to me. I don't know what that is. What am I supposed to do against it? Evidently nothing. See, that's the issue with not playing. They add so many new cards. Why am I actually so bad at this game? Anyways, if you couldn't tell, that did not go according to plan. Guess we're gonna go for 3 tries for deck number 3. Now let's see if this bandit we can get the double bounce, I believe, right off the princess onto the tower. Exactly what we're looking for. And with the giant on top of that, we should be getting early tower right off the bat. Now we push up the right side. We've got our skeleton dragons and the royal giant. Get a halfway decent skeleton spell down. We should. Yep, and the bandit gets bounced onto the tower. Yeah, we get an easy second tower. Just like that, we're at 20 seconds left. They are missing both their towers. I've still got both of mine up. That should be an easy win. Easy peasy. Perfect. There is my win with my third deck. Let's hop over to my fourth one. Now, my fourth deck, I'm pretty sure that is the starter deck. That is the original deck that they had, and that is the base deck that they give you. So, let's see how the OG deck does. I won't lie, I am a big fan of this deck. I think it's very easy to use, and it is very versatile. Even if it's the base deck, it's pretty simple. Just like that, tower latches on to the giant. My musketeer latches onto the tower, and that should be that tower down for us. Fast forward a bit, and our tower's almost down, but we still have a good push set up for them. Get the king tower locked onto the giant, and just like that, we should have the win in the back. Simple enough, that's a first try win. Let's hop over to the fifth deck. Now I do remember the strategy with this one is to put down the furnace, and if it's the same level as the princess towers on the opposing team, then it will get off one hit, and there will be a little bit of bleed damage. But they've changed it, so now you can have different people in the towers besides princesses, and so it does not work whatsoever. Thankfully though, they don't have anything to counter with good old barbarian. After that, I just play good defense, put the miner on their other tower every once in a while, and easily enough, I take out the next tower. And look at that. We're able to pull out a 3-crown win. First try too. Now we're halfway through our decks. Let's go check out our 6th deck. Now deck number 6 is made out of only legendaries, and none of them are very tanky legendaries. They all have about, mediocre health. So this is going to be interesting. Now this game was going pretty well, pretty decently. That is until the opponent put down 10-9. Now none of my cards counter attack. So let's just skip this. He demolishes me. Wow, who would have guessed? Now, this is why I don't play Clash Royale consistently. It is one of the few games that will make me genuinely rage quit. A single card in the opponent's deck can ruin your whole hand, your whole game, and I guess I just don't have the mind for it, but I get very, very mad playing this game. Anyways, fast forward a bit, and their miner is making my life as miserable as possible, but their towers are both pretty weak, and only one of mine is pretty weak, so I'm feeling good about it. We have miners, so they're going to be able to take down my tower as well. We've got a pretty good push going right now, actually. My Royal Ghost did not get on the Mega Knight anymore, so my tower's pretty low. I don't know why I didn't use my Lumberjack, but Ghost works this time. And I'm going to pop my Prince Decks down on the other side, and that should secure the win. Just like that, easy peasy, another win for me. Now we're gonna move on to my 7th deck. Let's go. Now we're on to deck 7. Deck 7 is the one that I use when I'm playing for fun. It was my main deck 2 years ago, so it's my main deck right now because I haven't bothered to make new ones, specifically so I can make this video for you guys. Now, this one's pretty straightforward. It's just a Royal Hog Rush. Overall, it's a pretty easy concept. I do love the Royal Recruits. I think they're super fun. Zappy takes care of the Inferno Tower. This poor guy, I pretty much countered him every turn. And just like that, there's one tower. And there's our second tower. No credits. Now moving on to deck number 8. It is a rush deck. It's made mostly out of cards that will completely ignore other enemies and go straight for the tower. It's really terrible for defense. Now, I was doing really good until right around here where they put down a balloon, and I have nothing that counters a balloon. Most of my cards can't even hit it. Fast forward, and we're on to try 2. This one worked a lot better. Now that they have princesses in the towers instead of duchesses or whatever they're called, now my furnace will get a hit off every single time it spawns one of those little guys. And this round actually went pretty well. I'm gonna save up a little bit, start with a Lava Hound, some Royal Hogs, and unless they have a tower, never mind. Got my little wall breakers. Just like that, we should have a 3-crown win. I won't lie, I might hit this game, but it feels good when you get a 3-crown win. Now, on to deck number 9. As soon as I saw this deck, I knew I was screwed. Because number 9 is made out of the cheapest cards, and number 10 is made out of the most expensive cards that I own. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I guess the move is just spam. Never mind. The move is lose. The Mega Knight counters me so hard. There's nothing I can do. try 2. In this match, I thought I had a chance. Thought I was doing pretty good. They just kept poking away at my towers. Thing is, the princess directly counters everything I put down. Third time's the charm, I guess. Never mind. The witch's splash damage and the barbarians is too much. I can't do enough damage. Try 4. And try 5. I'm gonna speed this one up for you guys so you guys can see how futile this is. Now, look right here. No matter what I put down, in what order, I cannot do enough damage to their towers to make it financially viable. Elixir viable. It's so, I hate this game. What are we on, try 6 now? Why would I make a deck like this? What practical application is there for a deck like this? There's no reason for it. The only good news is this guy seems pretty distracted, so I'm pretty sure I have a chance. That was the dumbest thing I have ever done. Why would I make myself do this? Let's just move on to the last deck. Deck number 10. My most expensive deck. Made out of the most expensive cards I could find. Now, there's only one problem with this deck, and that is the fact that everything I use is going to use up most, if not all, of my elixir. So I put things down pretty slowly. The good news is, no matter what I put down, they're going to have a hard time dealing with it. And, boom. Pekka Electro Giant. That should be enough to clear that entire side. Now, as you can see, everything I put down just does so much damage and has so much health. Personally, I would not want to go up against this deck. And just like that, we have ourselves our final win. Now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if I should post more Clash Royale content. Please say no. I really despise this game. I only ever play it if it's like really late and I'm exhausted. Anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what I can do better in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one.